Morning. And I've lost Jade. So we've gone live straight off the bat and Jade's frozen. I don't know if the rest of the world can hear me. So good morning, everyone. Hopefully Jade is going to come back to us. Fingers crossed. How are you going on this wonderful Tuesday? It's Tuesday today. So as usual, we hit the 3, 2, 1. Oh, hang on. Here comes Jade. We hit the 3, 2, 1, and we're not really sure what we're going to talk about with everyone in the morning. So how are you going with your 6-week challenge? What are the hurdles that you've come up against? Oh, and Jade's back. And the hurdles that Jade's coming up with is technology some days. So it's... I was freestyling, it's all good. So I was talking about what are the hurdles that you're coming up against at the moment, and what's the resistance? We're past the halfway mark. Uh-oh, we've lost Jade again. We've lost Jade again. What's the... Oh, Jade's a pixelated minion, let's say.
Am I back?
You're back. You're
Good
back.
time. I'm back.
Good times. So let's just blame Telstra for all of that. I thought I could hear Jade talking to me. So let's blame Telstra for it. So what are the hurdles that you're coming up against? What's the resistance that you're feeling? So we're at the halfway point. We've passed the halfway point. We're on the downhill slide, so to speak. 3 weeks to go. So we should be into a pretty good rhythm and routine of, our morning routines, our food, our exercise. So what now are you noticing that might be some sort of resistance that's sort of holding you back, that you're going, oh, I just don't want to? Is it some mornings that you're waking up and you're going, I just really don't want to get up today? Or are you finding that's getting easier, but the food is getting a little bit harder? We spoke way back on week 1 about why the habits are so important. So now is a good time to check back in on, okay, what were the habits that I'm forming, and are they creating the experience that I want to experience? So for example, with your exercise, is it now time to step it up a little bit? Is it time to push a little harder, walk a little further, do a few more reps? Whatever it is, it's probably time to start thinking about what else can I push just that little bit more. With your food, have a think about, okay, where am I up to now? I've cut out sugar. Bear's done an amazing job of cutting out sugar, and probably what Bear's noticing now is that the sugar monster's coming out, and there's these cravings for something sweet, something sugary, and that's just a response because we're so used to such a sugary diet. And Jade and I could probably talk for days on how that plays out in our society, where just about everything has sugar in it, whereas really sugar is like cocaine for us, and it triggers the same responses in our brains. So cocaine or sugar, we probably don't need anywhere near as much in our diet as it is. And the scary thing is about where it's hidden and what else it's called, and that's a really hard thing for us as a society to get over. So we're thinking about our diet now, and where we're up to with diet, what it's doing for us, how we feel each day. Do we feel great? Do we feel not so great? What's it actually doing for us? But I guess the really interesting thing to look at now is, what have you learned? So learning was a really big part of it. So what have you actually learned at the moment, and how are you implementing it? So Jade always says that we don't have a knowledge problem, we have an implementation problem. So we have the 5 books that we've had on our reading list, and we should be well into, if not finished, all of those, at least one of those books. So what are you doing to implement the learnings that you've got from all of those? So Atomic Habits and Own the Day, you know, have you reassessed your habits? Are you looking at what they're doing for you and how it comes in? If you've got into the hard thing about hard things, what have you noticed about the things that you're avoiding? You know, what hard things are you avoiding and why are you avoiding them? If you've got into the code, you know, I know Steve got into the code. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind is really, really interesting. I strongly recommend, if you're doing the code, to actually do the exercises as you go along. I did this, I did the quest. So on Mindvalley, you can do what they call quests, which is like a journey or a small course. And I did the code last year. And for me, it was really, really good way. Every morning I'd get up and I'd listen to the code, listen to the lesson for the day. And that would be the start of my journaling for the day. And it really helped me to set some really good intentions, reframe a few attitudes and everything else. And you know, after 30 days of working on that, I actually felt quite a lot better and a lot more focused on what I was doing in the world. So, you know, if you're in the code, do all the exercises that are in there. You know, I guess, you know, the mic drop moment for today, or the key thing for today, is play all in. You know, it's 6 weeks solid, and you know, Jade said it's not 6 weeks soft. So the key thing for today is play all in, assess where you're up to, but play all in. So without Jade to help spur me along, we'll make it a really short one today. I hope everyone has an amazing day. I hope you're feeling good. Love to hear how you're traveling with everything. So drop a message below wherever you're listening to us. How are you going today? Are you playing full in? If you're not playing full in, let us know what's holding you back. But have an amazing day. Bye, everyone.